Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a scene this is. A veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the Florida Gators and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, Nick Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Nice?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number one guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's two in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double two guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these two big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
Left side, it's Terry. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quick give. It's Warner. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Hits the hole. It's Warner. All over him immediately.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fine.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Going with the ground game left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. 11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. After another clutch third down conversion, it's 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Missouri!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game is they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's long. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Montgomery. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Terry.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Out wide left, it's Terry. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to squeak through the pile. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run the counter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeps it moving. It's Warner. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Rushes on. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Breaks into the open. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play fake. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sells the run, looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Quarterback changing the play. They'll give it to Ball. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27th. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right.
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Fires to the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone is on infraction. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. on the move. It's Warner. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Might as well run him again. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Play action on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Gators will snap it on first and 10. Handoff for Ball. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Drops back on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. 2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down and run. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sees a crease. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Left side, it's Montgomery. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Missouri gets to the line quickly. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to get started. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Out wide left, it's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Clock is stopped. Florida has called timeout. It's second. It's inside. It's Croma. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gators! Great job by the back on the option. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. They took it 64 yards right down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Running inside, it's Warner. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some, alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Mays.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're all over him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Press center down's going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Mays. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Ball. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together.
Touchdown, Gators! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. He's past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
They'll run him again. There he goes. Past the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. He'll pull it on the read. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Gonna run it. It's Warner. Just smothered on the play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ball. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Croma. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone.
Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Warner. Spins away from the defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll move the tight end. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Hard running there. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Ball again. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Headed into the final period, both of these backs have been strong so far and looking to be able to finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
2nd and long here. From the gun, it's Chroma.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No room to bring it back. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Drops back on 1st down. Left side, it's James. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Cuts it upfield. It's Warner. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the RPO, got him. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Runs through the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give on the counter. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On play action. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the...
Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a quarterback like that. They finally get him out of bounds. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and